Mississippi State Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense that has the first possession of the game. Bluff Bothwell, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Isaiah Auguste found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Pocket breaking down. He turns it loose to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Maybe a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Here comes the heat. Sliding to his left. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Finds his tight end. Down he goes, but for the second time on this drive, they move the sticks on fourth down. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Mississippi State going up tempo. On third down, here's Bothwell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sellers. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for room, it's Clark. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Throwing, Sellers. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Again, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Sellers. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mississippi State right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. Howard just shedding tackles. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Here's Sellers to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. The defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeps it on 1st down. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harvard. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Play fake, Sellers. Bring in the heat. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. A give running right is Auguste. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got him downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they're able to make the tackle. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing, Sellers. blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. Fires on the move. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Here's a give to Bothwell. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Keeps it himself. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Taylor wants to throw.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Working the middle. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. They'll run it with Bothwell. He'll be stopped short, and the two-point try goes awry, and this lead remains at 1. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Here's Sellers to throw.
This offense,
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
and the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run it with Bothwell. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. So now it's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Got room to work. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Fluff. Knocked off his feet.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Bothwell. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Strong, firm tackle.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some...
Might have a chance. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Bockwell again. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll run it with Bockwell. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and bleed them right off the clock to win.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a third and long. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Now he's going to break the pocket. After 45 on his way. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And you could hear the collective sigh from the crowd and the excitement scrambling for that first down. Big.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Keeps it going. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He wants a big play here late. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Tight end now in motion. The keeper on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And that pass. Jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this